So this is an old 1 vs 4 that I used to have on my YouTube channel. So the idea of the strategy here is we're using our satellite to build barracks scaffolds where our enemy resources are. Now, the reason why we're doing that is because the AI is scripted to build their supply center where the supplies are. You know, pretty common sense, but because the scaffold's there, they can no longer do that. So we've just cut them off from their resources, because they're not going to build a supply center next to it or anything like that. It has to be in that specific area. So we got dozers rushing into the other bases to build more barracks scaffolds, and then cutting everybody else off from their resources. Now here's the ups and downs. So upside is we're using barracks scaffolds. So with barracks scaffolds, it's $600, so $200 cheaper than using a power plant. Other upside is we can build rangers, and we're going to use them to capture the enemy buildings. And this also means we don't really need to build our own supply center right away, because we're using those rangers to capture the oil derricks and capture the enemy buildings. Now, I didn't really sell any of the enemy buildings that I captured, but you know, if you wanted to, you could. You know, no issue with that. I just felt like I felt like I had enough to play with, you know, with the oil derricks that I captured later on. Yep. So we got our dozers just running over red guards. Got a barracks being targeted, but the barracks is strong enough to withstand one red guard. And yeah, we got a couple of fire bases as well, and just different bases there, just to you know, pick off any rocket troopers or red guards that get in the way as well.
Special forces here.
Yep, so Rangers are starting to capture the oil derricks. Got another one trying to capture the tank general. I wanted to go for the tank general, you know, a bit early on, because there's an infantry general next to that, and if we can build some Gatling tanks, we can pick off the enemy infantry. That was, you know, that was what I was thinking at the time.
They're attacking our base. Always ready. Special forces here. Always prepared. Entering the structure.
Yep, so that's one down, 3 to go. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, old video, so that was in there to begin with.
Taking charge.
Now, this sort of strategy doesn't work very well against GLA opponents because they've got a supply stash. If you're playing it as USA specifically, so like any of the USA or USA factions, you'll be able to build block them with a satellite scan.
Ready for action.
But if you are rushing dozers from your base to theirs, then you wouldn't be able to build a barracks scaffold like I demonstrated earlier on.
We'll take it from here.
Also, another thing to keep in mind is that the scaffolds you build only last so long. So it might buy you a few minutes. But that's, you know, that's $600. You're cutting off your enemy for a few minutes from doing anything at all. So that's actually quite, that's quite an advantage there. That's why this is sort of like it's sort of like cheating. Let's face it, it is kind of cheap doing a strategy like this one. But yeah, I figured I'd show off this video because it takes that cheap strategy and sort of, you know, maximizes it a little bit. You get to see how far you can take it. Like if you were to do like a 1 vs 7, sure, you'd be able to capture a couple of bases early on, but you wouldn't be able to, you'd have to fight everybody else fairly. But it is an easy way to get, if you were to capture a GLA and capture a Chinese general, and you're playing as USA, then you've got the trifecta right there, and, you know, wouldn't have been 5 minutes into the battle.
Ready for action.
So I got a range of capturing the Super Weapon General Command Center.
Search and
So
destroy.
because there's a EMP Patriot next to that, that's going to draw the fire of it, and then my other 2 rangers can capture the power plant and capture the other barracks.
Let's pop some
And then I got 2 rocket troopers. I spotted it just in time,
We will live in prosperity.
and they're going to pick off the last 2 dozers. So she's got no command center, she's going to have no dozers, and she's going to have no way of production. So she's going to sell off her remaining buildings, so I don't have to worry about capturing anything else from that base. Because yeah, if you've got no command center, no dozers, no production, then you're screwed.
Search and destroy. They're attacking our base.
So at the tank general base, we're building a few Gatling tanks to take care of the infantry general. Again, that's what I was planning at the time. I didn't actually need them in the end, because the infantry general actually sells off. Now, infantry general, they're not good with cash management. They splurge on infantry, so they ran out of cash, and then they thought, okay, well, we got to sell off, we've lost.
Have their building.